Facing death is an inevitable part of the human experience, yet it remains one of the most feared aspects of life. This experience, which all must face, is filled with a depth of emotion that provokes all sorts of questions and fears. Death, in its cold reality, is a constant reminder of our mortality and brings to life one of the deepest anxieties of human existence. Its inevitability makes it a deeply personal experience. As individuals approach the twilight of their journey here on Earth, they often grapple with a multitude of fears, anxieties, and concerns. These fears can range from the profoundly existential, questions about the meaning of life, the purpose of their existence, the existence of an afterlife, to the more practical concerns about leaving loved ones behind, unresolved issues, or unfinished business. These fears, often deeply embedded in the psyche, are as varied and diverse as the individuals who harbor them. The emotional terrain of the dying person is a quagmire of complexities. Their fears are often colored by their experiences, beliefs, and personal philosophies. They may have faith-based fears about judgment or reincarnation, or secular fears about non-existence. However, despite the diversity of these fears, some common themes emerge. One of these common fears among the dying is the fear of pain and suffering. The prospect of experiencing physical discomfort or agony in the remaining days of life is an overwhelming thought. It is this fear of pain, this dread of the unknown, that often compounds the anxiety surrounding death. The idea of the body failing, of not being able to control one's physical state, can be truly terrifying. Whether it's the fear of intense pain from a terminal illness, the apprehension of struggling to breathe as a respiratory condition worsens, or the terror of an unknown condition taking hold, the anticipation of such suffering can cast an ominous shadow over the dying person's mind. This fear of pain and suffering is often heightened by past experiences. Those who have previously experienced intense pain or have witnessed others going through similar torment may find their fear intensified as they approach their end. The memory of past pain, either experienced or observed, can cause the dying person to be consumed by the fear of a similar fate in their final moments. Addressing these fears is a crucial part of the process. It often involves open and honest communication with healthcare providers, counselors, and loved ones. It requires a compassionate approach and a sincere understanding of the dying person's fears. Adequate pain management and palliative care measures are crucial. Medical professionals can provide vital services to manage pain and other physical symptoms. However, it is not just about the physical pain but also about the emotional and psychological anguish. Here, counseling, spiritual guidance, and the support of loved ones can play a significant role. Implementing palliative care measures can offer comfort and relief to the dying. It can provide them with a sense of control over their situation and alleviate some of their fears. It might involve medication to manage pain, therapeutic interventions to ease anxiety, or spiritual care to address existential fears. Facing death brings a multitude of fears and anxieties. Yet with understanding, compassion, and effective palliative care measures, it is possible to make this journey less daunting. Every individual deserves a death that respects their fears and wishes, that offers comfort rather than pain, and that acknowledges the profound significance of this inevitable part of life. Addressing this fear often involves open communication with healthcare providers and loved ones to ensure adequate pain management and palliative care measures are in place. Another common fear is the fear of the unknown. Death represents a profound mystery, and the uncertainty surrounding what lies beyond can evoke feelings of anxiety and apprehension. For some, this fear is rooted in religious or spiritual beliefs about the afterlife, while others may grapple with existential questions about the nature of consciousness and the cessation of existence. Regardless of one's worldview, the prospect of venturing into the great unknown can evoke a deep sense of unease. Providing support and guidance from religious or spiritual leaders, as well as creating opportunities for meaningful reflection and discussion, can help alleviate some of the fear of the unknown. The fear of loss is also a significant concern for many individuals facing the end of life. This fear encompasses a range of losses, including the loss of independence, autonomy, identity, and relationships. As illness progresses and physical abilities decline, individuals may mourn the loss of their former selves and struggle to come to terms with their changing circumstances. The prospect of leaving behind loved ones and the loss of future experiences and milestones can also weigh heavily on the mind. Acknowledging and validating these feelings of loss, while offering opportunities for reminiscence and connection with loved ones, can help individuals find solace and meaning in the face of impending loss. Additionally, the fear of being a burden on others is a common concern among the dying. Many individuals worry about the emotional, financial, and practical burdens they may impose on their caregivers and loved ones as they near the end of life. This fear can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, and a desire to hasten the dying process to spare others from suffering. Open and honest communication about caregiving responsibilities, as well as access to support services and respite care, can help alleviate some of the burden on both the dying individual and their caregivers. The fear of isolation and abandonment is another significant fear for many individuals nearing the end of life. As illness progresses and mobility decreases, individuals may become increasingly isolated from their social networks and support systems. This isolation can lead to feelings of loneliness, alienation, and a sense of being forgotten or marginalized by society. Creating opportunities for social connection and meaningful engagement, whether through visits from loved ones, support groups, or community programs, can help mitigate feelings of isolation and foster a sense of belonging and connection in the final stages of life. Lastly, the fear of unfinished business or regrets is a common source of distress for many individuals facing the end of life. Whether it's unresolved conflicts with loved ones, unfulfilled dreams and aspirations, or regrets about past choices and actions, the prospect of leaving behind unfinished business can weigh heavily on the mind. Encouraging open and honest communication, facilitating opportunities for reconciliation and closure, and supporting individuals in pursuing meaningful goals and activities can help alleviate some of the fear of unfinished business, and promote a sense of peace and acceptance in the final chapter of life. In conclusion, the dying process can evoke a wide range of fears and emotions, from the fear of pain and suffering to the fear of the unknown, loss, isolation, being a burden, and unfinished business. By acknowledging and addressing these fears with compassion, empathy, and support, we can help individuals navigate the complexities of the dying process with dignity, grace, and a sense of peace.